Hi, my name is Beth Burr. I was raised in a Christian household, but when I was young, my family left the due to hurts. When I was a teenager, I asked to go back. I immersed myself in the church, attending youth group and youth choir. I learned that being a Christian meant you did things. At some point, I accepted Christ, but I don't remember exactly when. I thought being a good girl was being what it was meant to be Christian. I never realized that you needed a relationship with Christ. When my husband and I joined Celebrate Recovery a few years ago, we were surrounded by Christians in that relationship. At one point, I decided to recommit my life and my heart to Jesus. I was a good girl, but I was still a sinner. I had to confess my sins of codependency, food issues, and allowing myself to be led astray in an effort to people please. I thought God was like my earthly parents, that if I didn't toe the line, I would be out of the family. Jesus loves us, warts and all. He doesn't love our sin, but understands that we are not strong enough to resist it on our own. During my first step study in CR, I made the decision to turn my life back over to Jesus. I confessed that I had hurts, habits, and hang-ups that only Jesus could help me with. I am making better choices about food and am less codependent. I am becoming my own person with Jesus' help and what He has called me to do. I am a leader in Celebrate Recovery, even though it's out of my comfort zone, but I believe that's what Jesus is calling me to do. I share my struggles with depression and anxiety, which He has not taken away from me since I was a teenager, both to be a beacon to those who have the disease and to break the stigma. God has shown me how faithful He can be. The more I believe in Him, the more I see it, and the more easier it is to believe it. My life verse is Ecclesiastes 4:9-12. Two are better than one because they have a more satisfying return for their labor. For if either of them falls, the one will lift up his companion. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and does not have another to lift him up. Again, if two lie down together, then they keep warm. But how can one be warm alone? And though one can overpower him who is alone, two can resist him. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. I believe this is important during recovery and our Christian faith. We need to have people come alongside us to help us on this journey.